What it do, man? It's your boy Josh. We're back up in this thing with another one. We woke up this morning. It's another beautiful day. All praise to the Most High, man. Let's get it. Guys, if you want to instantly change your mood, you can do so. Your mind, your thoughts is what controls everything around you. If you are negative, you will receive negative back. If you are positive, you will receive positive back. Why do you think whenever you have a bad day, you have one negative thing and you feed into that negativity and you feed into it and you dawn on it and you dwell on it? It makes your mood worse, and then maybe something else bad happens, and therefore it feels like it's a double compound, double whammy effect. And it just keeps spiraling out of control. And it's all because the way that you are thinking, the way that you are acting in your mind, you are negative. Therefore, life is going to send you negative. You will only think about the negative because you feed into the negative. You don't acknowledge that there needs to be a change, and the change starts with your attitude, your mindset. It all starts with your attitude and your mindset. If you do positive things will return back to you. When you choose to have a good day and you get up and you try to bring some positivity into somebody's life, watch how you feel afterwards. Watch how appreciative and grateful you are. That's one thing that a positive person is a positive person is very grateful and very appreciative for everything that they have in their life. And they understand that when it comes to feeling fulfillment, feeling like your life is fulfilled, you realize that you are choosing to feel that way. And the reason how it's so easy for you to choose to feel that way is because you look at all the blessings that are in your life, bro. When was the last time you tried to think of something positive? You didn't, but I'm pretty sure you found something to be negative about. When was the last time you complained? Were you complaining just now? Were you complaining, during, I don't know, this morning? I don't know. You probably woke up this morning complaining because of what you had to do. You started the day off wrong, and I'm pretty sure the day was typically filled with negativity because you chose negativity at the start. When you didn't choose to wake up and be appreciative of the day and be appreciative for everything you've got and how far you've come. Look at I'm doing it right now as I speak. This sun is setting, bro. I'm alive. I have my health. I'm in this nice vehicle that I bought for myself. I was able to gift with myself through hard work and sacrifice. I'm headed to the grocery store right now to go pick up some fruits and some snacks and everything. And I'm going to go home and I'm going to enjoy the home that I provided for myself. And I'm going to, lay in the bed and watch my favorite show. I'm probably going to have to, find a new show because Last of Us flopped yesterday, bro. I thought it was a whole new episode, and this past season was just terrible. But I'm not going to dwell on that. I'm going to think of the new show what I'm about to watch. I'm about to watch something good tonight, bro. Forget what happened yesterday. See, sometimes you got to forget about what happened to you in the past and count it as don't sit there and dwell on it, bro. It brings no value to your life. It does not make you feel better. Me over here, like the fact that I thought about, how The Last of Us really blew me yesterday, how they really pissed me off. Because there's no way that the season was going to end after 7 episodes. When I just brought it up just now, it made me like, I didn't like it, bro, because I didn't like I'm starting to become like very, more sensitive to the feeling of negativity. It's more of like when I choose to be positive and I just want to look at, the things that are happening that are good in my life. Anytime I dwell on something that didn't work my way, it almost makes me like kind of cringe a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't matter, because today I'm finna watch something fire. I'm finna watch something fire. I think I'm about to start that Forever show on Netflix. Between that couple of something like that, keep popping on my junk. I think I'm gonna watch that, man. Hopefully I don't get disappointed. Again, no way I could be disappointed. That junk look fire, and so I'm going into it thinking it's gonna be fire. And so I'm pretty sure when I start watching it, because I'm already feeling this positive energy, you know what I'm saying? The fact that I'm sitting there, even being able to lay in my bed and watch a show, bro, and not have to like worry about when my next meal gonna be, when, you know what I'm saying? I'm chilling, you know, I'm sipping on some wine, you know what I'm saying? And just, you know, sit there and just reflect on life and say, man, God has been too good, bro. And then when you start, you know what I'm saying, feeling, bro, like when I wake up to the next day, like I'm enthusiastic about what I'm about to do. You feel me? I can't describe it. It's just like I realize when I choose peace and I choose to be positive, and I choose to, you know, look at things and show gratefulness, and I realize like my performance and what I draw back to me is nothing but positivity. It may not happen instantly, but eventually with continuous positivity, good things are just going to happen in my life. That's me manifesting. Me manifesting this positive life is by me choosing to be positive, and by operating at a positive frequency, I'm about to attract all things that are positive. I don't feed into negativity. Once I sense negativity or something that makes me upset, and I want to detach from it ASAP. I don't want to argue. I want to keep the peace. And if our emotions is, you know what I'm saying, maybe we got to relax and make sure we become more grounded. We need to focus more on positivity. We got to start looking at the bigger picture. We have to analyze and acknowledge that we are angry, and that this time might not be the best time to do this, because we don't want to continue to feed into this negativity. As soon as we recognize that we are about to go down the road of negativity, we have to make an instant, wise decision. The harder right decision versus the easy wrong decision. We cannot continue to think negatively. Also, if you think negatively, you typically then think of scarcity. You think of the things that you have. You think that you aren't deserving of it, and so you think that it's going to run away or come away from you. And as soon as you feel like it's going to get away from you, you feel like it's not going to fulfill you. You feel like your fulfillment comes from external things, outside matters, things that aren't in your control. The fact that this person is with you, you will only feel happy. Like, that's a problem. Your spouse cannot make you feel fulfilled. No matter how much money you receive, it won't fulfill you, though, because what is the problem is that what ends up happening is you have to analyze and actually acknowledge that, bro, probably the reason why I'm so negative is because I desire so much, and I have so much greed. It's hard for me to be appreciative of it because I'm always focused on the things that I don't have yet, as opposed to focusing on the things that I do have. I'm always thinking about having some sort of scarcity mindset. You look at things and you desire them, and you think that once you receive it, that's going to be the end of your desire, when in all actuality it's not, because you didn't choose to be fulfilled from within. You thought that girl was going to fulfill you. But no, because your desires and your wantingness and your greediness to always want more, because you're controlled by your desires, because you only focused on the things that you have not obtained yet, i.e. thinking negatively about what you don't have in your life. That is why you typically end in a sunken place. Which is why you have a girlfriend, and you hoped and wished you had a girlfriend. Now you have a girlfriend. Now you're doing and cheating on them. Now you don't want to be satisfied with and content with your one girlfriend, you all of a sudden want a side chick and you want two. And then after you get side chick and you have dealing with two, you're just going to want three. That's why whenever you start making more money, you start raising up expenses. And because you feel like you can't get ahead, and the reason why you keep raising expenses is because of your greed, and you're always focused on what you don't want. That's why you can't save money, because you realize that you feel like the only way that you can feel fulfilled is when you're spending. You're spending when you're trying to be filled. It doesn't make sense. You are giving out so much of your energy to your desires. You're spending and spending and spending, and you are not becoming fulfilled. You still don't feel fulfilled. You have to pour into yourself. You have to choose that the only way that you can get fulfillment is from within. And within is you choosing to be fulfilled. You looking at your life and saying, man, I am thankful for what I have in my life. Look at all the good I have. And watch how good things are going to continue to happen for you after that. Because you don't feed into your negativity. You don't feed into your desires. You don't feed into feeling like it's never enough. Because you're always focused on what you don't have. You're choosing to think negatively. You have to choose to think positively. To look at what's already come. And for anything that we so-called desire will naturally be drawn to us. By being positive and appreciative of all the things that we have in our life is going to draw better things to us. It's the law of attraction. This is how you manifest. Your mind, it all starts with your mind. Your mind is what controls your outcome. I told you guys in a couple of my videos, your mind is what controls your words. Your words is what controls your actions. Your actions is what controls your behaviors. Your behavior is what controls your outcomes. What you do, your actions, your lifestyle, it all started from the mind. And you have control over that. So when you choose to say, I'm done with negativity, I'm done with things that are draining in my life, and you choose to decide that you want to own your happiness and you want to choose to be happy and choose to be positive, you recognize that external things do not make you feel fulfilled. They do not bring you peace. These external things are not going to satisfy you. That is why the most richest people in the world are still feeling down about themselves, still not feeling happy in life. Because they are always comparing and focusing on negative thoughts and focusing on what they don't have and complaining and complaining and complaining. It will never feel like it's enough. When I switched that mindset and I changed and stopped worrying about the things I don't have and started being grateful for the things I do have, once I chose to feel like that, my mood and the way that my life is living I feel so much better. I've always wondered about those people that are just always happy and no matter what happens, you know what I'm saying, they always ecstatic, you know what I'm saying, life never gets to them. You know, they're just super joyous in life because they woke up that morning and they chose that they wanted to have a good life. And they realized that it was all in the mind. It's all in the mind. And to simply feel that, bro, focus on positive things. Focus on things that are going good, that have went good. Why are we still focusing on the things that went bad? The things that are in the past that we can't change. Why are we choosing to dwell on that? We are allowing that relationship we were in 10 years ago still affect us today. We are still guarding, we are still focusing on the negativity. Oh, it's going to happen again, so I'm not going to open myself up. I'm not going to open myself up to receive something positive, so I'm going to shield myself because all I'm thinking about is the negative. I'm just bracing for the negative because that's all I think about. I never think about what could go right. I always think about what could go wrong. I always think that I'm not worthy. It's all on you, bro. Are you willing to make the change? Are you willing to acknowledge that it all starts with you and what you choose to think of? So, with that being said, I hope that helped you guys. I hope that you guys have a much better day, bro. Sorry I've been gone for the past week, man. Life has been moving super fast. I was going from one place to another, and I got off my routine. But I'm back on the videos, man. I'm sorry to keep y'all waiting, man. I've been itching to get back, dog. So, that being said, that's all I got for y'all boys, man. Before y'all go, please make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'ma holla at y'all.